and today we are going to be talking about some Titanfall 2 news. Now, we just finished the free Titanfall 2 weekend, which was amazing. I had so much fun. The player count jumped more than double on the PlayStation 4 alone. Now, I don't have Xbox or PC, and I don't play on PC, but I'm pretty sure that the player bases on those particular consoles and platforms actually were probably even higher than PlayStation, due to the fact that the game originated on Xbox and PC. So it'd be no surprise to me that on Xbox and in PC that the player bases were even higher than that. So if it more than doubled on just the PlayStation 4 alone, it wouldn't surprise me that it was even higher on those particular consoles. Now, platforms. Now right now the player base is about average. It's about 14,443. That's actually like around the high. I think the high was about 16,000 when I first got the game, and was about that until Black Friday when the sale went on, where it was like $35, or you can pay like $70, I think it was, for both Battlefield and Titanfall 2. And then since Black Friday, it jumped, and the player base was hovering at around 25,000 players, around that particular play. But during the free weekend that we just had, the players online were over 35,000 on just the PlayStation Network alone. So it did jump a decent amount, and it's jumped even about 20,000 players since the game launched, which is good news. Now, it being 35,000 players online doesn't necessarily mean that 35,000 people bought it. It was just 35,000 people playing at the particular time. So even in the fact that if there was 35,000 people who actually purchased the game for PlayStation, you also got to take into account, due to different time zones and stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be playing at the same time. It just depends on time zone and stuff like that. But it was good to see that the player base has jumped, and a lot of people came out this particular weekend to try out Titanfall. This game is getting amazing reviews. On top of that, the game was on sale. It's actually still on sale in the PlayStation Store right now for $35, 40% off. And it was good to see people come out to just try the game. It was free to play. You had the multiplayer experience. There was nothing to lose other than maybe an hour or two of your time. And on top of that, anything that you did in the game would remain if you did decide to purchase the game. So I already see that there's probably going to be a lot of people that's going to buy this game for Christmas. A few of my friends and family played it, they enjoyed it, and they're going to be getting it very soon as well. So, and I'm pretty sure that's going for a lot of people as well. So the sales of this game is going to increase, and this is really good news. This is what I said on my Overwatch video, because Overwatch did something the same thing. Actually, they released for a free weekend where everybody can play Overwatch for the weekend if they were interested, tried it out, played it, enjoy it, and then it was on sale that particular weekend. So if you did like it, you could have purchased it at a discounted price, and that's exactly what Titanfall 2 did. And I'm positive, I don't know the numbers just yet, but I'm positive that it will help its sales. The player count was very strong. I enjoyed myself. It was a lot of noobs that I got to play against. If you look at my overview right now, my lifetime average KD ratio was 3.1. The last 10 games I was averaging 13.9 kill death ratio. In terms of versus pilots, it was only at a 0.9, but because of the free weekend that we had, it jumped up to 2.4, because I was killing all of the new players and the noobs that jumped online and was trying it out for the weekend. And I'm sure they were having a good time, because they was probably killing like a bunch of grunts and stuff like that. They were running around with their Titans. I'm pretty sure it's not showing me the Titans right now, but I'm pretty sure I killed a crap ton of Titans in this particular weekend, and I just had a fun time this particular weekend. It was really good. Thank you, Respawn, for that, for just increasing my my enjoyment with this particular game and stuff like that. But let's get into the numbers. Now, these are numbers that actually came out before the free weekend. It came out before the free weekend, so I'm on my laptop, and I will link this in the description below. But this is basically the Titanfall 2 website, and basically they're just talking about how Titanfall 2 is going to be free, unlimited multiplayer this weekend. It says thanks for playing Titanfall. Now, it's just giving us some stats on basically Titanfall. up before, right before the free weekend. Now I guarantee you these numbers probably doubled, if not tripled, over the free weekend, because it was a lot of people playing this game, and I'm sure that them making it free to play during the weekend is going to help sales out a lot. Now we have more than 114 million Titans dropped. So we had over 114 million Titanfalls since the game has launched. Pilots traveled more than 146 kilometers total distance. They even make a point of saying that's about the same distance from Earth to the Sun. So that's just the pilots traveled. Now the most popular Titans, they even break down the most popular Titans, which Tone is number 1, Ion is number 2, and Legion is number 3. So Ion, Tone, and Legion are the most popular characters, Titans in this particular game. And Tone, that's almost self-explanatory at this point. He is one of the most OP Titans in the game. Ion is not really a surprise to me. I did see a lot of people playing with Ion. A lot of my friends and family who were just jumping and playing it for the free weekend were also playing with Ion, because Ion is like the most balanced Titan, and he's like the first Titan you get in the game. So that doesn't surprise me that a lot of people use him first. And a lot of people like Zhao Seed actually leveled him up first because they want to work their way down to Legion. And then you have Legion, which is actually surprising. I would have thought Scorch or Ronin would have been in that third spot. But a lot of people use Legion, which is not that big of a surprise. But it was a surprise. I really thought Scorch would have been there. But Legion is a tank. He is a freaking tank, and he kills a lot. So now you have most weapons with most kills, and then you have the R201 carbine in number 1. You have the CAR in number 2, and then you have the Hemlock in number 3, which I'm freaking surprised the Hemlock is there, actually, because the Hemlock is actually a burst assault rifle, and you know most people don't use a burst assault rifles in most games nowadays. It's usually fully automatic, but the Hemlock's a burst rifle, and it's in number 3. Now I will say, for the credit of the Hemlock, it is a very powerful burst gun. That's the gun I actually use in Pilot v Pilot if I'm going against other pilots. That's the one I use because it basically kills in one burst. Then you have the Ordnance with the most kills is the Electric Smoke. That actually doesn't surprise me. The Electric Smoke is very powerful in this game, especially if you're playing like an attrition or a bounty hunt. You throw an Electric Smoke in like where all of the grunts are and stuff like that, and you're gonna get a crap ton of kills. Also, same thing with like the Firestar too. Now you have 154 million grapples employed. So people are loving the grappling hook in this game. It was a great addition to the game, and it's very, very fun to freaking use. I swear, it definitely helps a lot with mobility in this particular game. They even broke down the game modes. Holy crap. Now we get to know like what are the most popular game modes, and if I'll show you my time, and it kind of correlates with the time, at least the time that I've been putting in. So most popular modes is you're gonna have attrition, and you have 304 million kills in attrition. People are going ham. People are going ham. I don't even know if this game even sold 1 million copies, but you have over 300 million kills in attrition. Then you have bounty hunt, where you have $4.4 billion stolen. Oh my gosh, that's not how much people earn. That's how much money people got stolen from bounty hunt. Now, for those who don't know, in bounty hunt, when you kill grunts and other pilots and titans and stuff like that, you earn money. And at the end of the wave, you have to go to the bank and deposit that money. The thing is, if you die, whoever killed you takes half your money. So basically, you have $4.4 billion that people took from other people when they killed them, most likely when they were depositing in the bank. And I'm not gonna lie, I do it all of the time. I camp out that bank and I just kill anybody trying to deposit their money, and then I deposit their money. Give me that money. You don't need that money. I need that money. I kill them and I take their money, and I deposit their money in my bank. So that's actually pretty fun, and I was having a ball with that yesterday on Sunday. Just for those who don't know, it is Monday morning. That's probably why the player count is actually so low right now too. This is not a peak hour. It's like what, 10:52 on a Monday morning of December 5th. So the play count is, you got a lot of people at work, so the play count here is relatively low. Now if you jump on, and I'll most likely jump on later, but if you jump on probably around 6-7 o'clock, the play count is going to be well over 20,000. So It just goes to show there. And then the next, the third most popular game mode is actually Amped Hardpoint, which is true. And these are the 3 game modes that I typically play the most next to Last Titan Standing. And then you have 15 million hardpoints to amp. And that's for Amped Hardpoints. And just to put things in perspective for you guys, show you my time. And then you look at my time. If you look at game modes played, you got Bounty Hunt at number 1 at 43%. Then you have Attrition at number 2 at 23%. And then you have Amped Hardpoint at 14%. And then right after that is Last Titan Standing. In my opinion, those are like the most fun game modes in this particular game. If you get this game, highly recommend any 3 of those game modes. They are so freaking fun. And especially Last Titan Standing 2, Last Titan Standing is getting closer to tying up with Amped Hardpoint because that's a very, very fun game mode. The Titans is the reason to own this particular game, and I love the dynamic they have with that. We want to see what you do next as we continue to add new maps, new modes, and new weapons for free. See you on the frontier, Titans. That's pretty much it. That is all the news that came out on December 2nd, which was right before the free weekend. So I am interested to see what the numbers are looking like after the free weekend, because I'm telling you, the player base doubled, if not tripled, during this free Titanfall weekend. And I am very, very interested to see what's going on with that. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you learned something in this video. If you learned something that you didn't know, drop that like. If you hated this video, smack that dislike. If you want to talk more about Titanfall 2 and how it did over this free Titanfall 2 weekend, what was your experience over this free Titanfall 2 weekends? Leave it in the comments below. Let's talk about this thing. You guys know I respond to my subscribers and anybody who comments on my video. I try my best to talk to you guys. And with that being said, remember, your life is a fantasy.